Hey, good morning, guys. Well, morning here anyways. Well, today it's actually super cool this morning. Almost kind of chilly for us. Um, we've got some really nice weather coming in, which means that we're going to have an awesome week at the fair. It's fair season for us anyways, here on our farm. And we actually just had our first fair event yesterday with Daniel. He had his poultry and he did amazing. I will go ahead and post some pictures of the event yesterday. He ended up winning 13 different banners. I think it was 13 or 12 different banners. He ended up getting champion bird and reserve champion bird on the showbird aspect of it. He ended up winning up multiple divisions and some multiple pairs, and we're super proud of him. But yeah, so anyways, come with me today as I go and I do my feeding. I'm going to try out my iPods. Hopefully that kind of helps out with the sound and you guys can hear me a little bit better when I'm using the tripod. And I'm going to be away from the phone, so hopefully the mic picks it all up. So anyways, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please make sure that you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It would really be appreciated. And also give this video a thumbs up and share it with friends and family. Appreciate it, guys. All right, guys, come with me. Okay, guys, so let's go over a little bit what we're going to be taking to the fair. We are taking Yin right here, which we'll talk about her here in a second on her feeding. We're going to be taking PIG, the one behind Yin. That is a 4-H pig of one of the young men, Blake, that is in our club. And he's going to be showing her. And then we're going to be taking Miss Jeannie. And we have a young lady in our club named Brooklyn that's going to be showing her. And we are super, super excited for her. She's about 130 pounds already. Her genetics are pretty awesome, I think. Just the way she's looking and everything. So, yeah, so we're going to be showing her at the fair. And then in here, the one on the left-hand side, that is Miss Spaghetti. And she is going. So we got Spaghetti, which Daniel's showing. We've got Jeannie, which Brooklyn is showing. And we've got PIG, which Blake is showing. And then we've got Miss Yin. So that is David's pig. So we are taking those 4 pigs. We're going to be taking them over there tomorrow morning, so we are definitely excited for this. Okay, so Yin, let's talk about what we are feeding her. So let me turn this way, that way. All right, so with Yin, she has what we call a little bit of an overeating problem. She gained weight a lot quicker than everybody else, and so we had to put her on what they call beet pulp. Beet pulp, what that does is that it has really not much of a nutritional value. It doesn't have much calories or no fat. I mean, it's really nothing but just a filler that expands in their stomach to make them feel like they're full. So we've been feeding that to her for the last week. And then of course we put a handful, 1 or 2 handfuls of food, of her normal food in the beet pulp, just to give her some nutrition. We definitely don't want to starve her of nutrition, but we don't want her gaining any weight. She was in the process of gaining 2.5 pounds a day with the way that we were feeding her. And so with making this change, she's dropped down to 0.5 pound a day, which that's okay. I'd like her not to gain any weight. That'd be awesome. But our weight limit at our fair is 280, and we weighed her last Wednesday, which was today's Sunday, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 or 5 days, and she was at 275. So if she did gain any weight, if she stayed on the same I guess the same route that she was on, she would only have gained another 2 pounds, which would put her at 277. And tomorrow is weigh-in, so we should be okay, as long as nothing crazy happens. We're gonna not feed her tonight, and we're not gonna feed her in the morning, and we're gonna being that the weather's really nice today and tomorrow, we're gonna just really kind of bottle feed her with water every so often, and just keep her nice and cool and all that until weigh-in. As soon as we get the weigh-in done, then she's gonna have all the water and food she wants. So but yeah, we have to do that, because if we don't make weight, then we can't sell her. And David's put a lot of time and a lot of effort into this pig. He's a hard-working kid, so getting her to make weight and him to be able to sell her is a definite must, because he deserves it big time with all his work. So anyways, guys, come with me. I'm gonna go ahead and feed, and we'll talk about the fair and how things are looking on our part. Okay guys, so the beet pulp, like I was talking about, this is our beet pulp that we have for her. Kind of get a close-up view of it. So that there is beet pulp. I'm guessing it's the beet root or beet. I don't know how they make it, to be really honest. But the way, if you need to cut a pig back and make sure they're not gaining much weight for a fair or for a show or whatever, my suggestion is what was told to me. So, and so far it's worked. We do 1/2 scoop of the beet pulp. We do 1 or 2 handfuls of food, more like 1 big handful of food, and then we wet it down. We don't make it a soup, but we wet it down enough to make it kind of swell up a little bit and get a little softer, because this stuff is really crunchy and hard. So the water will soften it up and make it more palatable for the pig. So yeah, so that's the way that we do our beet pulp. All right, guys, good morning. Guys act like they're starving. This one, she eats so much different than any other pig we've ever had. She scoops it in her mouth and chomps on it. Watching a video of another farm, Amanda's farm. All right, let's do the shuffle, guys. Amanda's farm on YouTube, and she was talking about how their pig does the same thing, so pretty funny. I don't know if you guys remember, but back when the pigs were a little younger, we were worried about spaghetti. spaghetti not gaining enough weight, or I mean gaining too much weight, and so we actually moved her over here so that we can put her on a different ration that I put on my grow outs, which kind of, it's not the high premium feed, so it grows them out fast, but not as fast as the high premium feed. So anywho, we put her over here, and then that's when she got a little bit like an ear infection or something. So it kind of slowed her rate of growth down, but ever since she's well made up for it. So I think the other day she was at like 267 or 263 or something like that. I can't remember without looking on my phone. But yeah, so she should be up there around 270 at the fair, I believe. Okay, so we're gonna do, sorry about the noise, we're gonna do our pig shuffle that we do every time. We gotta move Yin into here because that's where she eats. Being that she's eating something different, we don't want her to eat the other pig's food. So, hold on, you guys. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, Yin. Come on, Yin. Oops. Give Yin her food. There you go, Yin. Okay. All right, guys. Let's make everybody happy here. Come on. I know it's kind of mean that Yin's gotta be on her diet and stare at the other ones while they eat the good food. But we gotta do what we gotta do, huh, Yin? So if you guys notice, we've got the little ones in here, that olive. It's a temporary thing. You guys, get back. I'll eat out of your guys' food deal. But yeah, it's a temporary thing. We're gonna do some moving around once we get done with the fair. Papa's gonna be in this area here by himself until it's time to have a girlfriend in here with him. And these little two and Jeannie, when she comes back from the fair, because we're not selling her, she's gonna be going in the paddock next to us where Spaghetti and Money is. Of course, Spaghetti, Yin, and PIG is going to be gone because they get sold at the fair. So we're going to move Money actually out where Patty and Papa is to live the rest of their life out there and be in a bigger area. Oh, he's dumping it. Okay. Okay, guys, we've got a lot going on over here in this paddock that I'll show you here in a second. I'm sure you guys have noticed. Miss Paprika is in here now. I don't know if you guys can see her on the camera. Here, I'll bring the camera in a little better. So we got, yeah, you see them. So look what's back behind her. New babies. So we had 11 babies born, all alive, no complications. She did great like usual. One died just out of nowhere. We're thinking maybe it got laid on, little boy, little boar. So now we got 10. All 10 are doing really healthy. All 10 are doing really good. Mama's doing great. She was up eating the next morning. The cool thing was that we were able to have some 4-H kids over here while they were being born, so they got to witness them being born and all that, and the gross stuff of the placenta and all that nasty stuff. Anyways, to them it was nasty. To me, it's no big deal. But anywho, yeah. So we got some new babies. I'll get a little better close up of them. We did end up with 5 boars and 5 gilts. So we're excited. Papa, you're daddy again. You're daddy again, big boy. He's like, yeah, give me food. You look like you're limping a little bit. Or is it just me? All right, come on, honey. I don't care, eat, give me food. All right, so with Patty, let me turn you guys a little bit. There we go. So with Miss Patty, we are hoping she's now pregnant. Her first heat cycle, well, her 1.5 heat cycle that she's been in with Papa, she was not bred. She did come back into heat a little over a week ago. And so we know she wasn't bred that time, so we're hoping this time she was bred. If she is bred this last heat cycle, we'll be able to use her piglets for our Chowchilla fair, which is the fair that's in May. So we're hoping that she got pregnant that time. It'll be cutting it close, but with Papa's genetics, we shouldn't have a problem growing them out and have plenty of weight on them. So, I mean, these guys that we're taking for this fair is only 6 months old. And with Spaghetti, if Spaghetti didn't get sick, almost, that sounds stupid, but really it was kind of a blessing in disguise that she got a little bit of an ear infection, because then she would have probably gone overweight, or we would have had to cut her back a long time ago. But with Spaghetti and with Yin, the way that they're growing, they would have been plenty big at 5 months. So that's what we're looking for. So we're hoping she's pregnant. We'd love to see what kind of baby she produces. She's going to be a great mama. I know when we had her in with Olive, when Olive had her babies, anytime we messed with the babies, she would get really upset with us. So we know that she's going to be super protective with her babies, which is a good thing. It makes it a little more challenging when it's time to clip ears and castrate, but I think we can probably put her in a, we're going to try this with Paprika, but we're going to put Paprika in the runway to block her from ripping us apart. So anyways, so that's what's going on with Papa and Paprika. All right, so I'm going to give them all a scoop, but I come back on when we got babies in here, and we got mamas that are lactating, and mamas that are kind of recovering from having babies. We like to give them a little extra food. They need it for their recoveries and while they're lactating, because they're not just providing nutrition for themselves, but they're also providing nutrition for the little pile of rugrats there. So like I said, today it's kind of cool in the morning. It's in the 60s, which is interesting with us in September. Last year at this time, fair time, it was actually, I think that week, it got up to 115. So needless to say, last year it wasn't really fun. Luckily we weren't doing we were doing pigs here, but we weren't doing pigs at the fair. But we did do the chickens, and we had our exhibit, which we are doing this year too. We've got a lot more help. We've got a lot of people involved, and we're gonna have some new animals at it. So I don't think I did a video last year on that, but I will this year, so stay tuned. it's really neat. We use it to support FFA and 4-H and the kids and stuff. So anyways, let's get you guys to look at some little piggies. I'm sure those are a lot better than looking at this big piggy. Okay guys, so they're all sleeping. There's so stinking cute. So anyways, like I was saying, these are paprikas. They all came out really nice. There's some nice boars in here. I know I got one gentleman that contacted me and he was wanting a boar when we had the other pigs from Olive, but we'd already clipped them all. So we are going to hold on to one boar for somebody, but the other 4 are going to be clipped unless I have somebody else contact me for a boar. So if you want a boar and you're in the Central Valley and can pick it up, let me know within a week or so, because we're going to be clipping these guys. But yeah, and we got some cute little girls in there too. So really nice pig. She always produces some really nice pigs. That's one of my favorite right there, that boy with the spot on his back that just passed in front of the camera. So anyways, you guys are super cute, you know that? Oh man, I love it when their ears finally come forward. When they're born, their ears are laid back, kind of like the one in the middle there, but their ears start coming forward. Oh mama, good job mama, good job Miss Pappy, good girl. All right guys, well, this is gonna end this video. Stay tuned, we are going to do a video of the fair. I'm hoping to get a lot more video than I did of the Chowchilla fair and pictures and stuff. I just gotta make myself stop and do it. I tend to get on a roll whenever I'm busy, and I do a lot of look squirrel moments. So anyways, I'm gonna stay on top of getting some video out on this one and having a good time. So we're looking forward to the fair tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to be trailering pigs and weighing tomorrow night. I'll get some video of that. I'll make sure, hopefully Katie can help me get some video of that, or get somebody to do video of that while we're weighing. So stressing a little bit with Yin, but I think she's going to make it. I think she'll be all right. So anyways, guys, if you haven't, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel. We're at 355 or 4. We want to get over 500 here soon. So make sure you share our videos, and also follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the flippity flop.